What's up, guys? In this video, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about something that I think you guys should pay attention to. We've been hearing a lot in the news lately about Clarence Thomas, Justice Clarence Thomas, and basically the Democrats wanting to investigate him over ethics complaints. And what those ethics complaints are, if you get into looking into this situation, they're pretty laughable. What I want to do, first of all, is to pull up a couple of articles to show you a little bit more about this. We're going to use this article from CNN. That way no one can accuse us of using basically right-wing propaganda. And from this article, what we read, Democrats bash Justice Clarence Thomas, but their plan to investigate ethics allegations is unclear. Now, what it is basically, they're claiming that he has been receiving free gifts and things like that because a friend of his had paid for him to take a trip, took him on a trip with him basically, as well as a couple of other things. This is someone that Thomas has known for several decades. If you get to investigating the story more, the more you look into it, I mean, it's something. How many times have you been out with your friends and they bought you dinner, or you bought some of your friends dinner? This is not a case where this individual is trying to influence rulings by the courts or anything like that. This is, in my opinion, just a way for the Democrats to try to pressure Thomas to take an early retirement. You know, he has been on the court for quite a long time. He is traditionally a conservative, and in my opinion, I think he has been one of the best folks up there for individual freedom, for gun rights, and things like that. I'm not going to say that I have agreed 100% with all of his decisions, but I've probably agreed with him more than any other of the justices there. And Thomas is the one that wrote the Bruen decision that we all know, as far as trying to restore our gun rights in places where we have, basically lost them in some states. And, the Bruen decision was instrumental in breaking a lot of these gun control laws, or, in a lot of the cases that are still working their way through the courts. And Thomas was instrumental in that case. In my opinion, what is happening is the Democrats are basically trying to pressure Thomas to take an early retirement for the purpose of giving Joe Biden another judicial appointment to the Supreme Court. The court is at a tipping point, I guess you could say. If Biden was able to get one more appointment, then the balance of power would be such that there could be a lot of our rights that could be up for grabs. They would push other gun control measures back to the Supreme Court in an attempt to get them overturned. We know that the Democrats in the past have talked about trying to stack the courts, adding additional justices for simply the purpose of, them getting their way. Unfortunately, or I should say fortunately for us, they could not get all of their own party to go along with that. There were enough Democrats in the Senate and things like that said, no, we're not going to do this. So now they've switched tactics, and in my opinion, that's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to pressure Thomas to take an early retirement. And to give you an idea of how far this is going, I want to pull up another article here from NPR. And what this article is, recently they tried to bring Justice Roberts to testify in front of the Senate panel. This is something that is very unheard of. And you can see here in the letter that Justice Thomas wrote back, it is exceedingly rare. And of course, it's Dick Durbin, the Democrats, and all of them that they're just keep moving forward with some of this stuff. They want to do everything that they can to try to pressure Thomas and the Supreme Court because they're not happy with what the Supreme Court has done within a lot of the decisions that it has made. Of course, they're not happy with the Roe v. Wade decision. They're not happy with the Second Amendment decision, the Bruen decision, and things like that. And they want to push the court further to the left. The court for now has been the roadblock to a lot of the insane gun control that they're trying to push. We hear all of the stuff about the ATF, the testimony that's going on in front of members of Congress now, which I've got my own opinions about that I'm going to talk about in another video. But now this one is one that we need to watch because it is critical that we do not let them pressure Thomas into an early retirement. You know, that would be devastating for us. That would be devastating for our country and for our rights. But guys, this is just a quick video that I wanted to do. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Also, guys, you know, we've got to stay vigilant on this. You need to contact your representatives, let them know that they need to push back against some of the stuff that the Democrats are trying to do, trying to pressure Thomas to retire or whatever. And there again, guys, most of this is simply my own opinion, my own speculation, but, you know, I think it's very valid. You know, and I would like to see some true investigative journalists out there look into this. John Crump, I know you do watch some of my videos. Hey, buddy, hit me up. You know, dig into this. You know, put some of those investigative tools that you've got, some of the contacts that you've got into operation, and try to pull up some more info on this, because I think that this is something that's important for all of us, for our freedom, for our rights, for our country. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Be sure to subscribe. Check out all the links down in the description, and we'll see you next time.